Ashley Howard with Ashley Howard Teaches, and I cannot wait to bring to you CC Cycle 3, Week 2, 5th edition. All right, if you're just joining me, would you hit that like and that subscribe button and tell me down below what is your favorite thing about homeschooling? I can't wait to hear from you. I'm so excited. So today we are going to start off with math. But before we do, I wanted to show you a free printable I have for you, completely free, and it's gonna be down below. So here is the printable. It has all of your skip counting numbers. So I hope you enjoy this as a freebie from me, and so you'll be able to enjoy all the way to 15s. It's super easy. Just get your laminator. I have a great laminator that I have linked below in my classroom materials, and this one is so good to hand out to your students and to kind of have fun with at first for them to really learn those numbers and then go on to do your hands-on activities. So I hope you enjoy that. All right, so let's get started. So this week we're working on 3s and 4s. So for 3s, what I like to do is to get out a limbo stick. Now maybe you just pick out a stick from outside, or there's great limbo sticks on Amazon. Amazon has everything, don't they? And I will link down one down below, but it's so easy. You play your cycle music, they go through and each person gets to go and do the limbo, and then you lower it each time and they're doing their 3s. They're having fun and it's great for all ages. Now, for 4s, what I like to do is musical chairs. That's such an old classic, but it's so much fun for them, and it just crosses across the ages. They all love it, they all have fun with it, and it's very easy to do. So that is what I love to do for skip counting, and you can use that later on for skip counting too. It's a great one to use. All right, so that is our math this week. Let's move on to science. All right, so for science this week, we're talking about the axial skeleton. Now this one is so easy because you can point to the different parts of your body like head, vertebrae. And what I like to do is we'll start off and we'll be really quiet and we'll say them really quietly. And then as we go on, we're gonna say them louder and louder until we get those in 7 times. But at the end, we're just kind of having fun being really loud and silly. And then we're gonna practice them by going slow at first, kind of going in slow motion. And then we're gonna speed up our pace and keep speeding up till at the very end we're going so fast. All the while we're doing our hand motions and they're learning their science, but they're having fun learning. So that is a great one to do. And I always like to tell everybody, send an email home, tell them what you practiced in class. That makes it so easy for your parents to practice that at home. All right, so that is our science. And really quick, if at home, if you're looking for a great science book that goes over anatomy, right now we're doing this one, God's Wondrous Machine, and this has been so good and so informative. I used it for my 1st through 7th. It's been so good, and it's so detailed, and it talks all about anatomy. So that's one I've loved at home. I'll link all of this down below. All right, so that is our science. Let's move on to history. All right, so for history this week, we are talking about the Pilgrims. And oh, do I have so many great Pilgrim books. I will share those with you if you leave a comment down below. I'd love to tell you about those. All right, so we're talking about the Pilgrims. We're going to learn some different hand motions. So first, we're gonna talk about 1620. So we're gonna put our 2 fingers up and then our 0 up. And then for Pilgrims, we're gonna make a giant P over here like this. And then for sailed, I kind of like to run over here, run over there, and kind of make it fun, just moving their feet around as they're sailing their boats. And then for England, we're gonna sign the letter E like this. And then for signs, we're gonna jump our feet out and we're gonna make a big signature like this. And then for Mayflower Compact, we're just going to clap, Mayflower Compact, like that. And then for before, we're going to point backwards like this. And then for founding, we're gonna put our hands down, we're gonna bend down on the ground and do our hands like this. And then for Plymouth Colony, we're gonna snap our fingers for Plymouth Colony. And then for North America, we're gonna point up, and then we're gonna make an A with our arms like this. So that is our hand motions for this week. Something fun to do if you have younger kids is to make them pilgrim hats. So you make them these hats, they get to wear them during the history song. And also it's really fun to write a piece of paper that says Mayflower Compact. And during the history song, one person each time gets to come up and write their name on the Mayflower Compact. So it's kind of fun for them, it's kind of neat and exciting. So you say, oh, you get to sign the Mayflower Compact. So they get up and they get to sign their name. So that's kind of a fun one, add on, not necessary, but makes it more fun. All right, so let's move on to our Latin. All right, so for Latin, I have two ideas for this week. One's for the slightly younger crowd and one's for the older crowd. So for the younger crowd, what you can do is you can do patterns. All right, each person, we're gonna sit in a circle on the ground and you're gonna point to the first person and you're gonna say, okay, tell me a pattern. It can be clap, snap, pat. It can be pat, clap, snap. Tell me what pattern you wanna do. Or you can just do pat, pat, pat. And they tell you, and then the whole class follows along. All right, and then for your slightly older crowd, what you can do is write the Latin terms and the English on the board, and you're gonna erase one each time. So they have to kind of remember, okay, the first time I had them all on the board, and each time you're gonna erase them. You might have a student even volunteer, and each time a different student can come up and erase one, and they get to point to them with a pointer as you go along. So that's kind of fun too. So that is our Latin for this week. I know we're just blowing through these weeks. Really kind of an easy week, so it's kind of nice. All right, so then we move on to our geography. Now, if you started on cycle 1 and did the first video with me, then you know I will have a song link below that I love from YouTube that has the states and the songs and the capitals. It's really easy to learn, and as they go through Memory Master, they can just kind of sing their way through their geography. So sweet. But I also picked up some extras for the store for my kids, and I wanted to show you those real quick. All right, so I wanted to share some extra things real fast. I know you're tutor planning, so I don't want to take up but like 10 seconds of your time. But if you like these extra bits to work on at home, leave a comment below. So here are some things that we use at home. So we use this USA Bingo. This one is really good, really fun for the kids. And there's this card game, History of the United States. Another fun one is Scrambled States of America. This works on capitals and location. And this one I picked up recently, God Bless the USA, and it's coloring pages with wonderful quotes on there. I mean, timeless quotes, sweet quotes. So you're gonna love this one too. All right, so I'll link those below. If you like having those extras, just send me a like button and just tell me below. I don't have to add those in to my tutor planning, but I don't want to waste your time. So if you don't like those, let me know down below. All right, so moving on to English, we're gonna talk about present participles, and I like to use it to the song of the Army song, I don't know what I've been told, and we're gonna clap, and we're gonna pat our legs, and we're gonna go through, and just like it sounds, we're gonna just go through the different words as we sing that song and have fun with that. Now you can also do stomping your feet, you can do wall sits as you do it, you can do push-ups as you do it. There's so many fun interactive exercise kind of things you can do while singing that song. So it's really fun. You can even have them pull them out of a hat, a pilgrim's hat, and they do jumping jacks as they sing to the tune of that song and sing their present participles. All right, so that is our English for this week. I wanted to add in for our geography, you can also do things like put M&Ms, put goldfish, put little stickers on your map as you go through these different states. So it makes it kind of fun for them when they're locating their different locations. So I really like doing that because they get excited about geography time. And also using the traditional dry erase, I like to dot them, I like to ask them out of order so that they know exactly where their states are and they're not just guessing like this. All right, so that is our new grammar. All right, so for fine arts this week, we're doing symmetry. Now, this is a great one. I found this one on Art Projects for Kids, and I will leave the link below. They are a great resource, especially for perspective drawings. They are excellent. So I highly encourage you to go there for your fine arts week. But this one is a little bit more advanced. Also, there's some really easy, I just Googled mirror images for kids, and there's so many good ones, just like half a heart, half a circle, half a square. You can even make your own. So what's really good with fine arts for this week is I like to get on the board and dry erase, tell them what we're doing, how on symmetry, it's the same on both sides. So I like to put examples on my board. I might, for my littler ones, I might just draw half a heart on the board and then half a circle, half a square, and they get to come up one at a time and each person gets to complete one. For my older kids, I might make them a little bit more detailed and have them try a little bit more detailed of work. So that is a fun thing to do. I always like to have extra resources, extra printouts. There's some that you tutor that want to go a lot faster and get done with it. I always bring colored pencils, let them color their work, let them have extra paper for them to do extra ones. And I also like to play classical music. So I like to have that already set up, already ready. Sometimes I like to encourage a parent, can you have classical music ready for our fine arts time? So as they're drawing, they can enjoy that peace and tranquility of drawing with classical music going. All right, so that is our fine arts. All right, now for review. So for review, I have a couple ideas for this week. So a very popular one is four corners, where you just roll a dice and it has 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they run to that corner and then you ask them a question. That's great for the younger ages. Also, musical chairs is a great one. They love doing that one. All right, and for slightly older kids, or maybe our kids are just ready for this one, you can play USA Bingo. And I like to have a little prize box where they get to pick out a prize at the very end if they win a bingo. But this helps with geography too. What I really like to do, if I think I can challenge the students enough, if they're old enough, is call out the capital and they get to pick the state. And if they can't, I might point on the map. It's a great way to review geography too. Where's this state on the map as I say them? And someone comes up and points to it. So it's great for review for all ages. Another one for review is to get pictures of each state, cut them out, and you can hide them around the classroom. So each time when you're doing review, someone gets to go find a new state, hidden around the room, and then you get to talk about the state and also do a review questions. So there's a lot of things that you can do for review this week. All right, so I so enjoyed being with you. Let me know how your first week of CC went tutoring. I can't wait to hear. I know some of you are veterans and you've been tutoring for a long time. I'd love to hear from you, and also the ones that this is their first, second year of tutoring. Tell me how it went. I'd love to hear from you. All right, and as always, if you have any homeschooling questions, please let me know down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm gonna be doing a lot more new videos, not just on CC, but also on homeschooling in general. If there's something you would love to see, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. All right, we will talk to you soon. Goodbye.